All right, so here is something I'm currently working on. And as you see, it is a combination of the 3 first major chakras and a lot of other cool stuff here. I just wanted to show you this. I'm currently working on inner teachings. So that's the personal stuff. And you're not going to see me post about that because you know what? You don't need my inner teachings. You need to know how you tailor teachings that are the best for you. There are so many more systems, there's something here for everybody, and what I am going to talk about today is something that has to do with a very ground level concern like safety. When we talk about safety, we can talk about the forest, the what's going on in the forests, and something that is going on right now is the harvest of fall. I usually have passiflora in my garden, right? And that's something you can make tea from, but there's something inside of this plant known as cyanogenic glycosides. So think cyanide. It lets out cyanide when a enzyme activates. So there's certain things that you have to do and be mindful of when you cook these, okay? Something nice that you can find right now, if you live in the right place, is lion's mane. And you can even get these online and have lion's mane, and it tastes like steak. So say you have to go vegan. Say you're gonna visit a ayahuasca retreat and you need to go vegan, and it's like, oh my god, no meat, oh no. Well then just have some lion's mane, because it's just like steak. It's like a kind of mushroom steak almost. Now this mushroom right here is from a genus known as Amanita, and this one in particular is called Amanita muscaria. Now it is not going to kill you, but there are other mushrooms in this genus like Amanita virosa and Amanita phalloides that can completely just wreck your liver. So before you do any mushroom picking, you must know how to identify, and you must make sure that you're looking for mushrooms that are in your country. So there's no need to search up guides for United States of America if you're living in Australia. I know that sounds obvious, but it really needs to be said. Some people in my country, for example, people from Thailand look for a white mushroom, and then they end up picking Amanita virosa, because here we have Amanita virosa, but in Thailand there's a different mushroom that looks a little bit like it. So they picked the wrong mushroom. Very dangerous, very dangerous. So this is safety advice for everyone out there. What I'm basically saying is learn to identify, or else you might end up. For example, imagine you're gonna make mushroom soup, and then just by mistake you end up picking this mushroom right here, right? And so what ends up happening is you make this mushroom soup, you thought it was an edible species, anyone can make that mistake. And so, it's very catchy. It kind of looks like a hat, and you see here it has like that stalk that's very thin, and it's like here it almost has the same color as like baked buns that have come out of the oven, and it's got a little, almost like a nipple on top of its head right here, very sharp almost, and then down here it's a little bit darker, and it's got dark spores, and it's growing on grass. It grows on grass. This could be anywhere. In my country there's plenty of grass. Like there's grass near the football fields, there's grass behind the dentist office, there's grass right next to like a school for people who are just like 16 years old and up, it's just really bad. So you have to be on the lookout so that nobody gets hurt. And if you see these, you want to protect the people that live around, you just pick all of them and make sure that they're never found again, for safety. you know, we want to protect people from this dangerous thing right here, you know. You know, look here, look at this old art, this old cave painting. It's like, oh my god. But what happens? I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh no, but what if I ate it accidentally? Would I die? No, you would not die. But for 5 hours, you'd feel like intense energy all around you. Intense energy. It could have a kind of eerie feeling to it. And you wouldn't understand. Oh my god, what's happening to me? You know, look at him. He's closing his eyes, right? And he's seeing colors. And then it's like, oh my god, he's feeling like energy, and he had to go and vomit in a bucket. Oh my god, how dangerous. You know, so you know, we don't want that to happen to you. So I'm teaching you all about this, you know. But best thing to do if you accidentally eat it, meditate and just stay calm and just close your eyes and just look at it, you know, just look at it and you know, take those thoughts, take that energy, it comes into you, and just try to meditate and absorb in it, and it'll be over after 5 hours. So I know it's a long time, but if you can, you know, if the worst thing happens and you accidentally eat these, then know that after 5 hours you will probably be back to normal. Yeah, so that's some safety advice. If you're nothing without the soup, you shouldn't have it. You know, so remember, this is where it really all comes from. It's inside. Okay, it's inside, guys. Okay, and this, to do this, you don't need to do. This is within you. This power is within you. Okay, and it's something that can be built with psychic energy through conditioning, because to see is kind of like drawing. It's kind of to see is to draw from the consciousness, right? And so you must remember, circuit runners, these are just running a circuit, right? The real power is within, but obviously we have to mention it because we're talking about safety. And it's a major red flag when a doctrine on ascension don't even mention these safety precautions, right? Say, you shouldn't pick them, right? But what if they're growing in a kindergarten? Right? Then we have to save the children. Look at him. He's so happy. He's so happy. Like, yeah, we're saving the children. You know? So then I think it's okay. And maybe you even have a special machine that where you can put it in one end, and then out the other end, it comes out like manure or something valuable, right? So that's something, you know, if you have one of those machines, maybe you have it at home, then you can. They say I have to say, in our country, it's illegal to pick them, but you have to kind of remember, like, what if it's in a kindergarten? You know, like is that? I mean, you want to protect the children, right? You want to save the children. So it's like, oh, we gotta save the children. Yeah. I actually won't be trying to save anybody this year, so I'm not doing this. But it's something. It's something I just thought I could tell you, because it's autumn, right? And I know it's season, but it's not something I do. I used to do it in Peru and in Amsterdam. I know what it is, and frankly, they're lying a lot about it. There's a lot of lies about it, but this is just for your safety, right? That you don't accidentally pick the wrong ones, so that you know how to identify it. And that's something, when it comes to this, you whether it's, if you're picking foraging mushrooms for food, you must know how to identify, and it's different from country to country. So always brush up on that identification knowledge. It's super important. So I think that everything you eat, everything you consume, you should know something about it. So I use coffee, right? I should know what I'm putting into my body. I should know how it works, and do. It's the opposite of being a mindless consumer. You have to know what you're putting into yourself, respect it. And so I actually like fitness as a movement because of this. And that's all that it is about. It's about being more conscious of what you're putting into yourself. Do that when you see it that way and take that. It's like, ooh, I want to quit the drugs. I don't want to be addicted to drugs. I don't want to put anything unhealthy into my body. I want to quit drugs. Yeah, quit the drugs. Yeah, and that's the happy ending that we want. Where we've balanced it all out. Yeah, you quit the drugs. You quit the drugs. Yeah, we cured the addiction. Yeah, yes. Man, if there only was a thing that was something you could take to quit your addictions, I don't know what that would be, but don't take drugs, don't do drugs, stay away from it, very dangerous. Yeah,